Have you ever watched someone fall, not because they tripped, but because their legs simply gave out? As a health expert who's worked with older adults for over a decade, I've seen that moment far too often. And the truth is, it's not just heartbreaking, it's preventable. I still remember James, a 76-year-old retired school principal, who lived an active life and walked every day. But one afternoon, while rising from his armchair, his legs failed him. No pain, no warning, just sudden weakness that knocked him to the floor. What happened to James isn't rare, it's a silent epidemic. If your legs feel heavier lately, if climbing stairs leaves you short of breath, or if walking from one room to another feels harder than it used to, this video might be the most important thing you watch this year. You see, your legs are the first to weaken as you age. Not because you're doing anything wrong, but because your leg muscles are the most overused and often the most undernourished parts of your body. Without the proper nutrients, they begin to shrink and lose strength faster than any other muscle group. The consequences? Poor balance, reduced mobility, slower reaction times, and a much higher risk of falls and fractures. But here's the empowering truth. You can stop this. You can reverse it. And you can start today. In this video, I'll walk you through 10 essential foods that I've personally seen help older adults regain their leg strength, reduce pain, and move with renewed confidence. These are simple, accessible, and science-backed foods that support your muscles, joints, and circulation. And one of them, shockingly, is something most seniors completely overlook, even though it could be the missing key to keeping your legs strong for years to come. If anything I've said so far speaks to you, pause for a moment, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel for more proven health tips, and share your experience in the comments. Your story might just inspire someone else to take back control of their health. You've already taken the first step by being here. Now let's go deeper. It's time to uncover the 10 powerhouse foods that every senior should be eating to protect and strengthen their legs, starting with one of the most underrated but vital nutrients of all, lean protein. Food 1. Lean meat, the muscle builder. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to age gracefully, still climbing stairs with ease, while others struggle just to stand up from a chair? One key difference often lies in what's on their plate, and it starts with protein. As someone who has spent over a decade helping seniors regain mobility, I've seen firsthand how one simple dietary change, adding lean meat, can transform leg strength in ways physical therapy alone sometimes can't. You see, lean meat is your leg muscle's best friend. It's packed with high-quality, complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to rebuild and maintain muscle mass. As we age, we naturally lose muscle, a condition known as sarcopenia. But this isn't just a passive process. Without enough protein, especially from bioavailable sources like lean beef, turkey, or skinless chicken, your body can't keep up with the daily wear and tear on your legs. But that's not all. Lean meat is also rich in iron, which plays a crucial role in oxygen transport through the bloodstream. When your iron levels are low, your leg muscles don't get the oxygen they need, leading to fatigue, heaviness, and a constant sluggish feeling. I've had patients tell me they felt years younger after simply correcting a mild iron deficiency with the help of lean meat. To get the most benefit, choose cuts that are low in saturated fat, like sirloin, tenderloin, or skinless poultry, and prepare them in healthy ways: grilled, baked, or boiled. Avoid frying or drowning them in heavy sauces. And here's a pro tip: pair lean meat with vitamin C, rich foods like bell peppers or oranges to boost iron absorption. Now, let's be clear, lean meat isn't magic. But when it becomes a regular part of your meals, it becomes the foundation for stronger, more resilient legs. It fuels recovery, supports circulation, and gives you the raw material your body desperately needs to fight muscle loss. And if you're thinking, is there a plant-based option for me? You're in luck. Because next, we're diving into a leafy green that not only fights leg cramps, but also packs a punch when it comes to muscle support. Let's talk about spinach. Food 2. Salmon, the joint protector. Imagine waking up in the morning, stretching your legs, and not feeling that usual tightness in your knees or hips. What if one food could help make that your reality? Not someday, but soon. That food is salmon, and it might just be one of the most powerful allies your legs will ever have. As a health professional who's worked with older adults for over a decade, I've seen the same problem over and over again. chronic joint pain that slowly steals independence. But here's the incredible part. When omega-3 rich foods like salmon are introduced into a senior's diet, the difference is often felt in just weeks. Why? Because salmon is nature's anti-inflammatory. It's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce swelling, stiffness, and discomfort in your joints. These healthy fats act like a lubricant for your knees, ankles, and hips, helping you move more freely and with less pain. Many of my clients who once dreaded walking even short distances have found that adding salmon to their meals made movement enjoyable again. But salmon does more than soothe your joints. It also supports your leg muscles. With its high-quality protein and natural vitamin D, salmon helps rebuild tissue, speed up recovery, and strengthen the muscles that keep you steady. And let's not forget its benefit to circulation. Omega-3s improve blood flow to your legs, delivering oxygen and nutrients exactly where they're needed most. For the best results, eat salmon 2 to 3 times a week. Choose wild-caught when possible, and cook it gently, baked, grilled, or steamed. Avoid frying, which cancels out many of its benefits. And here's a bonus tip. Pair it with dark leafy greens or a squeeze of lemon to boost absorption of its antioxidants. If you've been living with stiff joints or heavy legs, you owe it to yourself to give salmon a try. It's more than just a delicious fish, it's functional medicine on your plate. Next up, we're exploring a food that's probably already in your fridge, but you may not realize just how powerful it is for your legs. It's small, affordable, and loaded with nutrients your muscles crave. Let's talk about eggs. Eggs, the muscle rebuilder. What if I told you that one of the most powerful foods for leg strength is probably already sitting in your kitchen right now? It's not exotic. It's not expensive, but it's been quietly rebuilding muscle for centuries. I'm talking about eggs, the humble powerhouse that too many people overlook. In my 10-plus years of working with older adults, I've seen leg weakness turn around dramatically when clients simply started eating eggs consistently. Why? Because eggs are one of the most complete sources of protein nature has to offer. They contain all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to repair, grow, and stay strong, especially as you age and naturally begin to lose muscle mass. But that's just the beginning. Eggs also deliver choline, which plays a key role in communication between your brain and muscles. If you've ever felt like your legs don't listen when you try to move quickly or stay balanced, it might be more of a neurological issue than a physical one, and choline helps restore that connection. Plus, eggs contain vitamin D, which supports bone health and muscle contraction, reducing the risk of falls and fractures. Now here's something that surprises many people. Despite decades of fear around cholesterol, modern research shows that moderate egg consumption is safe and even beneficial for heart health in most older adults. It's not the egg that's the problem, it's what we cook it in. So skip the butter-drenched frying pan. Instead, enjoy eggs boiled, poached, or scrambled in olive oil for a nourishing, heart-friendly option. Even better, pair eggs with leafy greens like spinach or broccoli, and you'll supercharge their muscle-repairing benefits with added vitamins and minerals. Think of eggs as your daily muscle reset button. Simple, versatile, and incredibly effective. Next, we'll uncover a group of foods that are tiny in size but massive in impact. They don't just support your leg muscles, they help repair them. And they're one of the best snacks you can eat for long-term mobility. Let's crack open the secret behind nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds, the muscle repair kit. Have you ever felt your legs ache after a walk that used to feel easy, or noticed stiffness that lingers long after you sit down? What if the answer to faster recovery and stronger legs was as simple as reaching for a handful of nuts or seeds? Despite their size, nuts and seeds are tiny nutritional giants, and I've seen firsthand how they help older adults bounce back from muscle fatigue, soreness, and inflammation. Over the past decade, I've recommended them to hundreds of patients, many of whom told me they never imagined such a small change could make such a big difference in how their legs feel day to day. Here's why they work. Most nuts and seeds are rich in magnesium, a mineral that supports muscle relaxation and recovery. If your legs feel tight, crampy, or heavy, a magnesium deficiency could be the hidden culprit. Almonds, pumpkin seeds, and chia seeds are particularly potent in this department. They're also packed with zinc, which helps repair muscle tissue and strengthens the immune system, something we all need more of as we age. And the healthy fats in walnuts, flax seeds, and sunflower seeds fight inflammation, keeping your joints more mobile and less achy. But one of the most overlooked benefits? Sustained energy. Unlike sugary snacks that spike and crash your blood sugar, nuts and seeds release energy slowly, providing a steady source of fuel for your leg muscles throughout the day. That means fewer afternoon slumps, better endurance, and more motivation to stay active. To make the most of them, aim for a small handful, about 1 ounce a day. Enjoy them as a snack, sprinkle them on your morning oatmeal, or blend them into a smoothie. Just steer clear of overly salted or sugar-coated varieties. When it comes to long-term leg health, consistency matters. And adding these tiny powerhouses to your diet is one of the simplest and smartest steps you can take. And speaking of greens, up next is a vegetable that many people push to the side of their plate, but it just might be one of the most effective foods for preventing leg cramps and improving blood flow. Let's dig into the power of spinach. Broccoli, the bone and muscle defender. Think broccoli is just a boring side dish? Think again. This vibrant green veggie could be the quiet hero your legs have been waiting for. And if you've been dealing with weak knees, fragile bones, or muscle stiffness, you might want to give broccoli a second look, because what it does inside your body is far from ordinary. In my 10-plus years of working with seniors, I've seen people make huge strides in mobility by simply adding more broccoli to their diet. Why? Because it's loaded with nutrients your bones and muscles desperately need to stay strong, especially as you age. Let's start with calcium. Most people think of milk when they hear strong bones, but broccoli is one of the best plant-based sources of calcium available. It helps protect against osteoporosis, a condition that silently weakens bones and increases the risk of leg fractures from simple falls. If your legs are your foundation, calcium is your concrete, and broccoli pours it in naturally. Next, there's vitamin K, which is often overlooked. This vitamin helps your body absorb and use calcium effectively, guiding it into your bones instead of your arteries. Without vitamin K, all that calcium you're consuming might not be doing your legs any favors. And broccoli's real superpower? Its antioxidants, including sulforaphane and lutein, which reduce inflammation and protect your muscle tissues from damage caused by free radicals. That means less pain, quicker recovery, and muscles that stay younger, longer. Plus, its fiber content supports gut health, which plays a surprisingly big role in how well your body absorbs nutrients. A healthy gut means your muscles get what they need, and your legs stay energized. Try lightly steaming or roasting broccoli to preserve its nutrients, and add a splash of lemon juice or olive oil for even better absorption. Just 1 cup a day can make a difference. So if you've been pushing broccoli to the side of your plate, it's time to bring it front and center. Now, let's move from green to golden. Up next is a fruit that not only tastes great but also plays a vital role in preventing cramps, boosting energy, and keeping your steps light and steady. Let's talk about bananas. Bananas, the energy booster. Have you ever been stopped in your tracks by a sudden leg cramp, or felt like your legs just couldn't keep up, even on an easy walk? It might not be your age, it might be your potassium levels. And that's where bananas come in. In over a decade of working with older adults, I've learned that a simple banana can be a game changer. It's one of the most effective natural tools we have to prevent leg fatigue, cramps, and energy crashes, and the best part? It's portable, affordable, and delicious. Bananas are packed with potassium, an essential mineral that keeps your muscles functioning smoothly. When potassium levels drop, even slightly, your leg muscles can misfire, spasm, or cramp. That's why people with low potassium often wake up with painful leg cramps or feel muscle tightness throughout the day. Adding 1 banana a day can help restore that delicate electrolyte balance and prevent cramps before they start. But that's not all. Bananas provide a unique combo of natural sugars and fiber, giving you a steady source of energy without the crash you'd get from processed snacks. That means your legs get the fuel they need, especially before or after activity. They also contain vitamin B6, a key nutrient for healthy nerve function. This supports the communication between your brain and muscles, improving balance and responsiveness, 2 things that become more important with age. The beauty of bananas is in their versatility. Eat one as a snack before a walk, slice it into your oatmeal, or blend it into a smoothie with spinach and Greek yogurt for an extra leg-strengthening punch. If you've been relying on sports drinks or supplements to deal with muscle fatigue, try replacing them with this natural alternative. It's easier on your system and just as effective. Strong legs need energy, and bananas deliver it in a way that supports both performance and recovery. Speaking of steady strength, our next food is one of the best plant-based protein sources out there. It's ancient, gluten-free, and packed with minerals your legs crave. Let's take a closer look at quinoa. Sweet potatoes, the endurance fuel. Ever feel like your legs just give out halfway through the day, even when you haven't done anything strenuous? That running on empty feeling may not be from overuse, but from what you're not putting on your plate. And that's where sweet potatoes shine. In my years working with seniors, I've seen energy and mobility improve not with supplements or stimulants, but with slow-burning, nutrient-dense foods. Sweet potatoes top that list. They're more than just a colorful side dish. They're a rich, natural source of endurance that your legs will thank you for. What makes sweet potatoes so powerful? First, they're loaded with complex carbohydrates, the kind that release energy gradually. That means no spikes and crashes like you'd get from sugary snacks. Just smooth, steady fuel that helps your muscles function throughout the day. Whether you're walking, gardening, or just climbing a flight of stairs, sweet potatoes help your legs keep going. They're also packed with potassium, which prevents cramps and supports muscle contraction, and manganese, a trace mineral that aids in collagen production and muscle repair. That's especially important as we age, when recovery slows down and joint support becomes critical. Let's not forget vitamin A, in the form of beta-carotene, which gives sweet potatoes their signature orange hue. This powerful antioxidant helps fight inflammation and protects your muscle cells from oxidative stress. Think of it as armor for your legs, defending them against daily wear and tear. Roast them, mash them, or bake them whole. Just keep the skin on for extra fiber. You can even sprinkle on a little cinnamon and olive oil for an anti-inflammatory boost. If you've been feeling like your legs quit early, it could be a sign your muscles aren't getting the fuel they need. Sweet potatoes offer a simple, comforting way to rebuild that stamina, one bite at a time. And next, we're diving into one of the most ancient and powerful plant proteins known to man. It's tiny, gluten-free, and rich in minerals your muscles need to recover, rebuild, and stay strong. Let's uncover the strength secrets of quinoa. Beans and lentils, the iron-rich powerhouse. If you've ever felt like your legs were made of lead, heavy, tired, and unmotivated to move, there's a good chance it's not just fatigue. It could be iron deficiency, silently draining your energy. The solution? It might be sitting in your pantry right now, beans and lentils. Over my years working with older adults, I've noticed something surprising. The moment we fix low iron levels through whole foods, energy returns, muscle strength improves, and even basic movement becomes easier. And plant-based iron sources like beans and lentils do more than just boost your red blood cells. They help build the foundation of strong, enduring legs. These humble legumes are packed with non-heme iron, which supports the production of hemoglobin, the protein in your blood responsible for transporting oxygen. And oxygen is critical for muscle function. When your leg muscles don't get enough, you feel it: weakness, wobbliness, and slow recovery after activity. But that's just the beginning. Beans and lentils are also excellent sources of plant-based protein, providing the amino acids your body needs to maintain and rebuild muscle tissue, especially as you age and naturally lose muscle mass. On top of that, they're loaded with fiber, which supports gut health, stabilizes blood sugar, and improves nutrient absorption. A healthy digestive system means your body can better absorb the vitamins and minerals it needs for muscle repair and endurance. To enhance iron absorption, pair beans and lentils with vitamin C, rich foods like bell peppers, tomatoes, or a squeeze of lemon juice. Whether you're enjoying a hearty lentil soup or black beans tossed in a colorful salad, you're not just eating, you're fueling. They're also budget-friendly, easy to store, and versatile enough for dozens of delicious dishes. So if you're looking for a way to build back strength from the inside out, make beans and lentils a regular part of your week. And speaking of recovery, our next food is a creamy, protein-packed staple that does its best work while you sleep. It helps your muscles rebuild overnight and supports steady strength with every bite. Let's take a closer look at cottage cheese. Cottage cheese, the overnight muscle builder. Did you know that some of the most important work your muscles do happens not while you're moving, but while you're sleeping? And there's one food that quietly supports your legs while you rest: cottage cheese. In my experience working with older adults, I've found that many struggle with overnight muscle recovery. They wake up stiff, sore, or feeling like they didn't get stronger despite exercising the day before. That's when I recommend adding cottage cheese to their evening routine, and the results can be remarkable. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, a slow-digesting protein that provides your muscles with a steady release of amino acids throughout the night. While most protein sources are absorbed quickly, casein works while you sleep, feeding your leg muscles and helping them repair and rebuild from the day's activities. It's also high in calcium, which is essential not just for strong bones but also for muscle contractions and nerve signaling. As we age, maintaining bone density becomes crucial for avoiding fractures, especially in weight-bearing areas like the legs. Another key nutrient found in cottage cheese is vitamin B12, which supports healthy nerves and red blood cell production. When B12 is low, it can lead to numbness, tingling, and weakness in the legs, symptoms many older adults assume are just part of getting older, but are often preventable. What makes cottage cheese even more appealing is its low-fat and low-calorie profile, perfect for those who want to maintain strength without gaining unwanted weight. It's also versatile. Enjoy it with fruit, mix it into smoothies, or pair it with sliced vegetables for a savory snack. So if your legs feel weak in the morning, try giving them a little nighttime support. A small serving of cottage cheese before bed could help you wake up stronger, steadier, and more ready to move. And finally, let's talk about a creamy, tangy food that not only supports your muscles and bones, but also strengthens your gut, which plays a huge role in how well your legs absorb nutrients. Up next, natural yogurt, and why it may be the missing link in your leg health journey. Natural yogurt, the gut-bone muscle connection. What if the secret to stronger legs didn't start in your legs at all, but in your gut? It might sound strange, but one of the most overlooked factors in muscle health is nutrient absorption, and that begins in your digestive system. That's where natural yogurt becomes a game changer. Over the years, I've worked with many older adults who were eating all the right foods, but still experiencing weak legs, slow recovery, and brittle bones. What we discovered was eye-opening. Their gut health was preventing them from absorbing the very nutrients their legs desperately needed. Natural yogurt is rich in probiotics, the good bacteria that help maintain a balanced and healthy gut. Why does that matter for your legs? Because a well-functioning digestive system allows your body to better absorb critical nutrients like calcium, vitamin D, and protein, each of which plays a direct role in muscle contraction, bone strength, and energy metabolism. But yogurt offers more than gut support. It's a fantastic source of high-quality protein, essential for repairing and maintaining muscle mass, especially in the legs, where muscle loss is often felt first as we age. Yogurt also provides calcium to strengthen bones and vitamin B12, which supports nerve function, helping your legs respond more quickly and accurately to movement commands. For best results, choose plain, unsweetened yogurt, Greek-style or traditional, and avoid flavored options that are often loaded with added sugars. Add a handful of berries, a sprinkle of chia seeds, or a drizzle of honey for natural sweetness and added nutritional value. Many of my clients have made yogurt a daily habit, either as breakfast or a midday snack, and reported noticeable improvements in how their legs feel and function. Less stiffness, more energy, and better mobility. Yogurt may be simple, but its effects are anything but. And now that you've discovered all 10 foods that can help restore strength, reduce pain, and improve balance in your legs, what comes next? In the final part of this video, I'll share how to combine these foods into daily habits that fit your lifestyle, plus a simple recipe that brings several of them together in one powerful, delicious meal. Let's wrap it all up with a plan you can start today. You've just learned about 10 incredible foods that can strengthen your legs, reduce pain, and bring back the confidence in every step you take. These foods are powerful, yes, but they work best when they're part of a bigger picture. Because while knowing what to eat is essential, knowing what to avoid is just as important. And here's the hard truth. Even if you're eating well, your progress could be slowed, or even reversed, by a few common foods that sneak into your daily routine. I've seen it with my own patients. They start eating spinach, salmon, quinoa, but their legs still feel weak or sluggish. Why? Because they're unknowingly feeding inflammation, draining energy, and blocking recovery with just a few everyday food choices. So before we wrap up, let me show you the 3 foods that could be silently sabotaging your leg strength and exactly what to do about them. Trust me, this part is just as important as what we've already covered. Let's dive in. Crossmark 1. Fried foods, the silent inflammation trigger. That crispy fried chicken or golden pile of French fries may taste amazing, but they come at a cost: chronic inflammation. Fried foods are loaded with trans fats and saturated fats, both of which promote systemic inflammation and reduce circulation, especially in the lower limbs. When your blood flow is compromised, your leg muscles don't get enough oxygen or nutrients. Over time, this leads to sluggish recovery, persistent soreness, and even muscle atrophy. Worse yet, these fats contribute to plaque buildup in arteries, increasing your risk of poor circulation, swelling, and varicose veins. Instead of deep frying, try air frying, baking, or grilling with healthy oils like olive oil. Your legs and heart will thank you. Crossmark 2. Refined sugars, the energy crash culprit. Do you find yourself reaching for cookies, pastries, or sweetened cereals when you're low on energy? Ironically, these foods might be making you feel even weaker. Refined sugars cause blood sugar to spike and then crash, leaving your muscles starved for fuel and your body feeling exhausted. Even worse, sugar increases inflammation, interferes with muscle repair, and contributes to fat accumulation around the belly and legs, which adds pressure to your joints and impacts mobility. If you're craving something sweet, reach for fresh fruit, a piece of dark chocolate, or dates. These alternatives satisfy your sweet tooth while offering nutrients your legs can actually use. Crossmark 3. Sugary beverages, the muscle drainers. That can of soda or fruit-flavored juice may seem harmless, but it's one of the worst offenders for leg health. These drinks are packed with added sugars and chemicals that trigger spikes in blood sugar and insulin, leading to the same crash fatigue cycle as sweets, but faster. Even more alarming, many of these beverages are acidic, interfering with calcium and magnesium absorption, two minerals essential for muscle function and bone strength. Over time, regular consumption may lead to weaker bones, muscle cramps, and decreased coordination. The fix? Swap sodas and processed juices for water infused with lemon, unsweetened herbal tea, or low-sugar electrolyte drinks, hydration that helps your muscles, not hinders them. What if you could drink your way to stronger, more resilient legs, without pills, powders, or complicated diets? Imagine this: a single glass filled with ingredients that fight inflammation, restore muscle strength, improve joint health, and fuel your body with clean, lasting energy. Over my years working with seniors, I've seen firsthand how strategic nutrition can transform mobility, and that's exactly why I created this leg-strengthening smoothie. It's a delicious, practical way to combine several of the powerful foods we've discussed into one easy habit that fits perfectly into your daily routine. Here's how it works. Start with one ripe banana, which provides potassium to prevent cramps and keep your muscles firing properly. Add half a cup of cooked quinoa. This ancient grain is one of the only plant-based proteins that's complete, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to rebuild. Then toss in half a cup of plain natural yogurt, which offers a triple benefit of protein, calcium, and gut-supporting probiotics. Next, blend in half an avocado for healthy fats and magnesium, both of which help reduce muscle soreness and support joint flexibility. For a potent anti-inflammatory boost, add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. This golden spice contains curcumin, known for easing stiffness and protecting muscle tissue. To enhance absorption, sprinkle in a tiny pinch of black pepper, and for a touch of natural sweetness and energy, stir in a teaspoon of honey. Blend it all with half a cup of unsweetened almond milk, or water if you prefer a lighter base, and ice if you want it chilled. In about 90 seconds, you'll have a smooth, creamy drink that not only tastes amazing but also helps your legs feel stronger and more supported. My clients who enjoy this smoothie 3 to 4 times a week often report noticeable changes within weeks: fewer cramps, less morning stiffness, better balance, and renewed energy during their walks. The beauty of this smoothie isn't just in the recipe, it's in what it represents: a daily commitment to fueling your body with the nutrients it actually needs to thrive. And that's the key. Because the little choices we make, what we eat, what we avoid, how we move, all add up to determine how strong and independent we remain as we age. This smoothie is your first step, and in the final part of this video, I'll show you how to tie it all together: your foods, your habits, and your mindset, so you can take everything you've learned today and turn it into lasting, life-changing action. Let's finish strong. Have you ever noticed how the smallest movements, like getting up from a chair or climbing just a few steps, can feel surprisingly difficult as you age? You're not alone, and here's the good news: you don't need a gym membership, fancy equipment, or long workout sessions to rebuild your leg strength. In fact, just a few minutes a day of the right exercises can completely transform how your legs feel, move, and support you. After helping hundreds of seniors regain balance and stability, I've found that 5 simple, low-impact movements, when practiced consistently, can make a profound difference in leg strength, coordination, and confidence. Let's begin with the foundation: daily walks. Walking is often underrated, but it's one of the most effective ways to improve circulation, engage all major leg muscles, and reduce stiffness. Start with 10 to 15 minutes a day, even indoors or around the house, and gradually increase your pace and distance. The second exercise is seated leg lifts, perfect if standing for long periods is uncomfortable. Simply sit tall in a sturdy chair, extend one leg straight in front of you, hold for 5 seconds, then lower it back down. Repeat 10 times on each side to strengthen your thighs without straining your joints. Third, try toe raises, a powerful move to boost calf strength and improve balance. Stand behind a chair for support, slowly rise onto your toes, hold for a moment, then gently lower your heels back to the ground. Do 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Next, incorporate gentle stretching, which is essential for maintaining flexibility and preventing injury. Stretch your calves by leaning into a wall with one foot back, or stretch your hamstrings by sitting on the edge of a chair and extending one leg forward as you gently lean over. Each stretch should be held for 20 to 30 seconds, breathing slowly and deeply. And finally, don't overlook the power of massage and warm compresses. Using your hands or a soft massage tool, gently massage your calves and thighs in circular motions to increase blood flow and release tension. You can also apply a warm towel or heating pad for 10 to 15 minutes to soothe tight muscles. Together, these 5 exercises don't just support your legs, they rebuild your connection to movement and independence. They're gentle, but when done regularly, they create strong, lasting change. Even better, you can do all of them at home, with little to no equipment, in just 15 to 20 minutes a day. So if you've been feeling hesitant about movement, let this be your invitation. Start small, stay consistent, and your legs will thank you. And now that we've covered both what to eat and how to move, let's close with one final message, one that will tie everything together and inspire you to take that next step with strength, clarity, and purpose. What if I told you that doing the right things isn't always enough, and that how you do them often matters just as much? I've seen many older adults start strong with the right foods and exercises, only to feel frustrated when they don't see the results they hoped for. The reason? It's not lack of effort, it's a lack of strategy. So if you truly want to transform your leg strength and regain your mobility, here are a few powerful tips to help you get the most out of every step, every meal, and every routine. First, consistency is king. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be present. Stick to your leg strengthening habits daily, even if it's just 10 minutes of walking or one healthy smoothie. Small actions done regularly will always beat occasional big efforts. Second, listen to your body. Muscle soreness is normal at first, but sharp pain or excessive fatigue is a sign to slow down. Modify exercises if needed and allow yourself rest days. Recovery is when the real rebuilding happens. Third, stay hydrated. Your muscles and joints need water to function smoothly, flush out toxins, and prevent cramps. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water per day, more if you're active or live in a warm climate. Fourth, prioritize quality sleep, because your body heals and rebuilds during deep rest. Try to get 7 to 8 hours per night and create a bedtime routine that calms your nervous system. Lastly, choose supportive footwear. Shoes with proper arch support and cushioning can dramatically improve your balance and reduce pressure on your knees and hips. These tips might sound simple, but when practiced together, they become the foundation of true, lasting strength. Now, as we reach the final part of this journey, I want to leave you with one last message, one that will remind you just how powerful you really are. If you're ready to feel inspired, hopeful, and confident about what comes next, don't go anywhere. Let's finish this strong together. You've just taken an incredible step toward reclaiming your strength, your balance, and your independence. And I hope you feel it, not just in your legs, but in your heart. Because this journey isn't just about food or exercise. It's about giving your body the tools it needs to support the life you want to live. Whether it's walking through the park, playing with your grandkids, or simply getting out of bed without pain, those small victories matter more than most people realize. Over the years, I've watched so many seniors go from feeling discouraged and stuck to feeling hopeful and strong, all by making small, consistent changes like the ones we shared today. It doesn't take perfection. It takes patience, commitment, and the belief that no matter your age, your best days aren't behind you, they're ahead of you. So here's my encouragement to you. Don't let this video be where your journey ends. Let it be where it begins. Start with just one thing, one food, one exercise, one daily habit, and build from there. You've already proven that you care about your health by being here. And that's powerful. If this video helped you, inspired you, or reminded you of your own strength, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share your experience. What resonated with you? What you're going to try first? Click the like button so more people can find this message. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more science-backed, heart-centered guidance to help you live strong and age well. Because your health is your freedom. And every choice you make, every step you take, brings you closer to a life that's not just longer, but fuller, richer, and more vibrant. You've got this. And I'll be here cheering you on every step of the way.